Start.
Hello everyone. I hope all of you love to travel and the reason is why not. Based on the statistics, while you travel, mode of air is the most convenient and reliable to commute, making the airline business grow by leaps and bounds. So today, we are here going to talk about pricing and revenue management of the WestJet Airlines. So in our group, there's Benjamin, Hassan, Akshay, me,
Clement.
and Clement. So now, going on with the introduction, WestJet. It was founded in 1996 by Clive Biddle and a team of like-minded partners who believe that just because you pay less for your flight doesn't mean you should get less. So with that philosophy and headquartered at Calgary, Alberta, they armed with that they initiated with 3 aircrafts and 5 destinations. They went on to expand it nearly 30 times to that today. That laid them the path for them to Canada's most trusted airline. Powered by an award-winning culture of care and recognized as one of country's top employers and our top competitors to Air Canada and are not far behind them. So now we are going to talk about pricing strategy. So basically it's based on 3 legs. So now I'm going to talk about cost-based pricing. So being the most profitable airlines in North America, their cost-based pricing is bringing substantial uplift in their profits. That are the actual costs that WestJet spend to provide services, plus the additional cost to cover expenses that are not included in the full cost. So to provide return of investment of shareholders, which in turn generates good results on assets and equity, according to Rex Tarski, President and CEO of WestJet, ROI, that is return of investment, is making a huge difference in the overall revenue that is generated. Moreover, from rate fences, they create the greater part of their income, where they charge additional for late reservations, like for overwing baggage. Customers will be charged a fee of 75 to 88.50 Canadian dollars, and for oversized bag, they have to pay the same amount. Flight cancellation and other extra costs make up them. So now, about the other 2 legs, Clement is going here to talk about it.
Yeah, good afternoon everyone. My name is Clement. I'm going to talk about the value-based pricing. Value-based pricing, logically, all customers want to pay money for what they actually want to get the equal net from. So value-based pricing actually talks about the fact that customer didn't ask based on the cost of production that the service or the production cost the firm. They actually
Pause it.
Are you done? Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Clement. So I'm going to talk about value-based pricing. Technically, all customers want to receive the same equal amount of value to the money they pay. Airline business is a perishable inventory, which means that any ticket left unsold before the airline depart is going to lead to a cost on the part of WestJet. This is what WestJet do. They don't actually set price based on the cost of production. They set a relatively low amount of price, and this is how they do it. Number one, they reduce time cost by pushing most of their clients to make reservation online by themselves, physical cost, and some psychological cost that has to do with cost of providing the service. And the third one, which is competitive-based pricing, as you know that WestJet's major competitor in Canada is Air Canada. Air Canada has been doing a very good job, but when it comes to setting a price, a very relatively low price, customers always pick WestJet ahead of Air Canada due to the fact that the foundation of the organization was actually laid on selling tickets at a very low price, in such a way that they also combined it with offering a very good quality service. And when doing this, this is when what is called a personal relationship comes in. WestJet use a personal relationship to entice potential customer and to keep hold on the existing customers. Another thing is that the distance and cost of switching, most customers, they don't really care about what price WestJet is setting, because some of them they live very close to where WestJet is, and due to the personal relationship that is there, the way the customer is treating them and some other things, this a lot of things that is giving WestJet edge above Air Canada. My friend here actually.
Rupesh already talked about the pricing thing, so I'm gonna talk about the revenue management, like how WestJet get revenue, and they're not only there is not only one way to get revenue. There are many, and I'm gonna be talking about some of them, and the main source is how do they get the revenue, and the two approaches. The main ones are price bucket and rate trends, and the most effective ways how they get the revenue is like when the price is a high fixed structure, perishable inventories, and variable and uncertain demand, and customers price sensitivity when the price is very sensitive, and revenue management is a price customization, and you can say key categories of rate trends in this can be location of booking and reservation and geographical location, and more on that, customer always are sensitive when the price is a little bit low or a little bit, like even if there is a little bit difference, it can be a huge change, vice versa. So that also a thing. WestJet also uses non-physical fair rate, in which WestJet give discount when the customer book ahead of the time, so it was like that. And seat cancellation is another thing when the consumer just cancel the seat, so the company, the WestJet get benefit, they get revenue out of that, and the change reservation. Many more, you can say many of them do that. They have their own thing, the customer. So WestJet is, they are getting the profit, they are getting the revenue. So there are many ways. Like seat canceling, change reservation is entire penalties. Like there are many penalties too, and all the money is paid by the customers. So it's like the revenue the WestJet is earning. So price change, it can be a department or a distance, and price bucket in WestJet allocate different price from same product and how customers are sensitive to that price. So by that I mean you're getting the same service, even like let's say first class, second class, and the time and with high peak time or like summertime, holidays time. So it's like the same thing, same service, everything is same, but the thing is when you're doing, how you're doing, and what time you're going. So it's all about that. One example I would like to give out that of 2016 that I researched from my article was it was $1,114 million revenue, in 8% increase from 2013 from the first quarter of 2016. So you can see the difference and how the revenue makes different from the company, and revenue management is a big part of any big company like WestJet. So that's how things work on a WestJet. Now my friend Hassan will continue.
Thank you very much. I'll be talking about ethical concern in pricing and fairness in revenue management. Ethical concern in pricing focus on the factor that many services are complex in pricing schedule, especially for the organization or industry who are focused on taking reservation for seats or rooms. This factors, because of cancellation and other factors, it's really hard. The pricing unfair in miscellaneous price promotion. Sometimes they give you a price. They say, okay, a flight is $600. So by the time you finish putting all the taxes and stuff, you're paying $1,000 for the price. The hidden charges cause unfairness in pricing. Then there's too much rules and regulation. Customers feel constrained because when they have cancellation fees, exploration, and unplanned changes. So when you change your flight, you have to incur charges. And in this world, a lot of stuff are unexpected. Stuff happen in time and in place that you don't really have control over, especially family stuff. Then I'm going on to fairness in revenue management. This is a really hard part. Revenue management has to be designed clear, logically, and fair in pricing schedule and fences. In high population pricing and present fences as opportunity for discount. Communities, customers benefit of revenue management. They use bundles to hide discount. It's easier, so they say, okay, return flight, they reduce the discount and other stuff like that. And loyalty to the customers. This revenue plan remembers who have been using the jet, and they give them free mileage and other services. and they have to be fair in this, because sometimes people travel location, but they don't count the distance, which in some airlines like WestJet, they do actually use the mileage instead of where you go. They don't consider how many flights you go, they consider the distance you go, which is more fair, because you can pay a flight from here to London is not the same as a flight from here to Russia. The price varies in change, or if you're going to Africa. And with this, I would like to say thank you very much, and we had a good and productive. If you have anything to add, please go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we just want to thank the whole class for listening to our presentation. Okay?
Thank you.